Hi, my name is Maura Silverman, and I'm the Executive Director of the Triangle Aphasia Project, Unlimited, and we run a race in the fall called our Strides for Speech. It is a 10K, a 5K, and a fun walk, roll, stroll, and we are so happy because we're able to use a great organization called Fit and Able Productions, and they help us to organize everything about the race, which is wonderful because as founder, I know how it is to set up programs and fundraisers from the very beginning, and they just do everything to help us out. And we're here today because we're trying to get awareness of aphasia. Aphasia is a language impairment that is caused by stroke or traumatic brain injury, tumor, and these things affect the ability for people to access the words that they want, to be able to express their thoughts, their ideas, their passions. And many people with aphasia become socially isolated, so we want people out and about. A great example of that is Austin. Austin came to us when he was just 18 years old after suffering a massive stroke and had literally minimal words to be able to express all the ideas and knowledge in his brain. So TAP has helped with him being able to get back into what his passion is, and one of those is to go back to school. So right now he is taking online courses at Liberty University with all A's, and is doing great. So we're so proud and we're so honored to be here today.
So where are we, Austin?
This race event is Strides for Speech race event at Barn Park in Cary.
And it's put on for TAP, and Fit and Able is organizing it for them, and this is the third year. Have you run all 3 years?
Yes, several times.
Right. But in 2013, what happened?
I had just graduated from Apex High School and was working out in my backyard when I became very dizzy and I had a stroke.
And were you paralyzed afterwards?
Yes.
Yes, you lost which side?
My right side.
Right. So you now have aphasia, which is a huge impact because people can't see that. But it impacts a lot of things because with aphasia, what do you lose? You've lost the English language.
I will improve every day.
And so aphasia affects what? 4 different aspects of language.
There were 4 ways: are reading, writing, speaking, and listening.
Right. And for Austin, it's more about conversation that's difficult, hearing and speaking, because the stroke left him in a wheelchair, and he was in Atlanta for 4 months after his stroke in rehab, where they did get him walking again. And Fit and Able was the first event that he actually trained for after coming back to Cary. That was an organized event. And you did the night tri, which was a night triathlon with Drew and Will, which were 2 college friends. You remember that?
I think so.
Yeah.
It's a long time.
You did the run part, and they did the bike and the swim. And it was at night, it was at midnight, and they all ran with you because they all were there to support you through that, and that was your first event. And then 2 months later, that was July, after your stroke a year before, and then 2 months later, you did another Fit and Able run, which was in Amberley, right? And that was your first 5K.
And you ran that with your sister because your mom couldn't run because she was injured.
I was injured, so his sister ran with him, and that was the first 5K, and it was a year after he had been sitting in a wheelchair. And it was a very supportive environment, very welcoming. Alisa was aware of the fact that Austin had had a stroke before, so she was paying attention to those things in case there was any need to have any assistance. It was very encouraging. We've done a lot of Fit and Able activities, 5Ks, since then, because we've enjoyed the atmosphere and the small group and the importance of just being healthy and not so focused on the competitiveness of the event, although Austin is competitive.
Yeah.
So, and he did last year at one of his events, he finally broke his record and wanted to have a personal goal of getting under 30 minutes for a 5K. And he did that last year. But he keeps working on it.
What's really incredible about what Austin does, unlike most students, is he has to read all of his literature, books, and everything out loud. We originally started his college course really as an experiment, a speech experiment, to see, it would be something that would encourage him to want to read more. And we didn't know how it was going to go. And he reads all of this out loud. He reads all of his textbooks out loud. With our faith in God, we know that God had a purpose, and he's working that out in Austin. And so
ultimately, I am thankful for showing passionate and kindness who have a family members and stroke survivors. God is a purpose everyone in life.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming through the tight and bright stars, through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, there's a gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, bubble bursting in air, came through to the night, that our flag was still there. Oh, sail us that star-spangled banner yet wave. O'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Life is hard, but God is good.